friends, my name is Pankaj and thanks for coming on our YouTube channel. That's the Talk with Pankaj. So friends, today we will discuss basic concepts of engineering thermodynamics. Thermodynamics has been a part of curricula of many disciplines like mechanical, automobile and chemical engineering students. So friends, thermodynamics is the nature study that will give you a most efficient and the important part of our life. So friends, don't skip this video. This video give you the most efficient and the supplementary information about the thermodynamics subject. So friends, let's start it. So friends, we start this video with the introduction of the thermodynamics. That's the main and important topic of the thermodynamics. As I told to you friends at the starting of the video, the thermodynamics is related to the nature. That's thermodynamics can be defined as the science of energy. Means friends, the thermodynamics is related to the energy. Where the energy is occurs, there is the thermodynamics also occurs. It deals with the most basic process occurring in nature. Thermodynamics is made from the two Greek words that the thermo means the hot or heat, dynamics is the study of matter in motion. When there is the heat transfer take place, there is the thermodynamics also take place friends. So friends, let's see. System, surrounding and boundary are the three basic steps or they are made up the thermodynamics. System, a quantity of matter or a region in a space chosen for study is called system. This is the system friends, and the mass or region outside the system is called surrounding, and the real or imaginary surface that separates the system from its surrounding is called boundary. So friends, when the system and surrounding gets differs, that's called the boundary. Boundary is an imaginary line which drawn from or which differs the system and surrounding, which is a separates the system and surrounding. That's the main part of the thermodynamics. This is the basic, very basic of the thermodynamics. So friends, now let's see which is the main and basic classification of the system. So friends, first is the open system, closed system and isolated system. There are the three classification of the system. So let's see what is the open system. So friends, open system, both mass and energy can cross the selected boundary. It's called open system. Means friends, there is the in the system there is a control volume. Means the volume would not be changed at any moment of the system. There are the exchange of both mass as well as energy with surrounding. So it consists of a fixed volume while mass enters and leaves the system. Boundaries of such system are fixed and may be imaginary. So the example of this system is open cup of a coffee or open cup of a tea. That's the there is the transfer of energy and a mass will occur. That's the system is called open system. So friends, let's see the second and the most important classification of the system is the closed system. It consists of a fixed amount of mass and no mass can cross its boundary. Means friends, in this system the mass is constant and the no mass is cross the boundary but energy can transfer it. Means friends, when a tight cap cup of a coffee means a cup is lead with any object that can cross the energy but not a mass, that the system is called closed system. We can say a cup is lead with a saucer that can cause a closed system. Closed system example are pressure cooker, Stirling cycro generator. Let's see the third part of the system, isolated system. This is one in which there is no interaction between the system and the surrounding. transfer of mass and energy across the boundary. Means friends, in this system there is the no transfer of energy and no transfer of mass. The example of an isolated system is thermos flask. There is the no transfer of energy and no transfer of mass in it. So when we pour in it, the cold fluid will be cold fluid and the hot fluid will be hot fluid. Now let us see the main properties of a system. Property of a system is measurable characteristics of a system that is in equilibrium. Properties may be intensive or extensive. There are the two main properties, that the intensive property and extensive property. How they are different with each other we can see. Intensive property are independent of the amount of mass. Means the intensive property is not depend upon the mass which contained in it. Temperature, pressure, density are the examples of intensive property. Means temperature will be constant if their mass will change or not change. There is independent of mass. Or density is also same as if mass change or not change. Extensive property varies directly with the mass. If mass change, then the extensive property will also change. The example of extensive property is mass, volume, energy, enthalpy. We can see mass, volume is extensive property. Temperature, pressure and density are the intensive properties. Zeroth law. If two systems are both in thermal equilibrium with a third, then they are in thermal equilibrium with each other. Means friends, when there is the two system which are in thermal equilibrium, then the third system is also in equilibrium. Let's see first law of thermodynamics. The increase in internal energy of a closed system is equal to the heat supplied to the system minus work done by it. Second law. The second law of thermodynamics says that the entropy of any isolated system not in thermal equilibrium almost always increases. Third law of the thermodynamics. The third law of thermodynamics states that the entropy of a system approach a constant value as the temperature approaches absolute zero. So friends, this is the diagram of zeroth law. There is the thermometer, in between it the two objects are in equilibrium. When there is the two objects are in equilibrium, then the third object will be always in the equilibrium state of it. So you can see it in a image. Now we see state, equilibrium and process. When there is any conditions are occur, there is the some state can change. Now we see what is the state. A set of properties that describes the condition of a system. For example, mass, temperature, volume. There is the some process are occurs. There is the state 1 to state 2 is occurs. Means there is the some change of state 1 to state 2 occurs for the any process occurration. So friends, now we see the types of thermodynamics processes. Cyclic process, reversible process, irreversible process. There are the three main types of the processes. Now we see what is the cyclic process. When a system in a given initial state goes through various processes and finally return to its initial state, the system has undergone a cyclic process or cycle. Means friends, there is a certain process occurs when the process is returned to its place. Means here is P1 and here is P2. When the P2 will returns to P1 and P1 will returns to P2, that the process is called cyclic process, which dependent upon P1 and the P2 is dependent upon the P1. The P1 is dependent upon P2 and P2 is depends upon the P1. That's the process is called cyclic process. Now we see reversible process. It is defined as a process that once having take place, it can be reversed. In doing so, it leaves no change in the system or a boundary. Means friends, if any system or any process will happen, that the process will reverse. the process is called reversible process. Now we see irreversible process, a process that cannot be reversed or written for the both system and surrounding to their original condition is called irreversible process.